The senior class launched in September with an emphasis on developing and living out a Christian worldview. Our goal is to prepare emerging leaders to recognize humanism and other non-Christian influences on their campus and develop strategies to proclaim Christ.
This class has really kind of opened my eyes to know what's out there, because I don't know, I guess I've been a little sheltered and just growing up in the church my whole life. You don't get really that exposed to a lot of different things. So being in here really kind of taught me what else was out there. So now I know kind of what's going to be coming at me, I'll be able to watch out for it and be more prepared.
Following biblical worldview, we began a study in apologetics and built our ability to defend the Bible in every area, including its historical accuracy, scientific validity, and prophetic accuracy.
I've actually already had some experience on a college campus. I graduated early, so I've started college. And some of the professors that I took weren't Christian, and even some of the students around me would say unkind things to me because they knew I was a Christian. And at first it was very hurtful, and then I would just remember what we talked about in class and try to reach out to them in a positive way. And I had some successes, but then the ones that weren't so much of a success were a little bit shocking because of the way that they responded. But I wouldn't say that I'm 100% ready yet, but I am definitely working on it because I want to be able to spread the gospel in a positive manner.
I think from what I've learned this year, I'll be ready for it. Because even this past week, something was thrown at me that was unexpected, and I was prepared for it, and I was shocked.
This series was punctuated by a weekend at the Creation Museum to further explore the accounts of creation found in Genesis.
Ryan was telling us about our testimony, and it was some verse, I don't remember what it was, but he was talking about we always have to be prepared and to tell people about the word and the gospel. And one part of that is having testimony ready, so people can know how God came into your life, my own life.
There was this one point in 9th grade when I was doing world history, I believe, and we were talking about cavemen. And then we started talking about evolution, and I really didn't want to talk about it, but I went home and talked to my parents about it, I believe this, but I don't believe in evolution and all this. And I just really thought that, it's something I have to do. But I've stood on my faith and believe that this is what he did.
Actually, right before we talked about that in class, I had a rabbi come to my school, and he talked about tons of things about the Old and New Testament. When we talked about it in class, it just made me really excited to hear your view on it and hear the rabbi's view. And it made me understand the Bible a lot more. And now, instead of just doing my devotion in the morning, I'm actually researching the Bible and figuring out what different things mean, and so I can get a better understanding. So when I go to tell other people about the Bible, I will really understand it.
The senior class invests several months in a study we call Marketplace Christianity, which explores biblical perspectives in finance, stewardship, career, and goal setting.
I would have to say my view on budgeting, because when I was young, I would get money and I would just spend it like it was nothing. And when I came to this class and you talked about budgeting, it really hit me. You need to save, you need to figure out what you want to do with your money, you need to positively think about it. You know what I mean? Have a goal, have a plan. That just really helped me to really think about it. And now I have, I've saved money and I know what I want to do for college and stuff like that. I have money to use the way I need to use it instead of just spending like wildfire. That's really helped me a lot.
I would say the first thing that really hit home with me was about tithing. I was always raised to tithe, and ever since I was, as long as I can remember. But as I started working a real job and getting my own money, it started becoming a little bit harder for me to tithe on my own without my mom having to remind me to pay your tithes. And when we talked about it in class and how important, the importance of tithing and why we should tithe, it really made me want to make sure that I paid my tithes consistently and not just doubling up on the next paycheck or saying, oh, well, I paid over.
We complete our senior seminar with Life in Transition, where we hear from current college students, those in the marketplace, and former students serving in our military. We began to set our class free to live life as a vibrant young Christian wherever they are called.